What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Welcome to some Forza Horizon 5 for today. New week means, well, actually it's a whole new month for Forza Horizon 5, but a new month means a new update, a new week means new car. So, I think in today's video we're going to take a look at the new car that they've added into the game, and also the update, which changed a couple of things with the way you actually earn your cars every single week from now on. So in the festival playlist, of course, we always have updated stuff, and as you can see, I already got the new car, and I'm going to be driving it in a second. It's the Toyota Soarer from 1997. I feel like we've already had this car in the game, and it's because we do have this car in the game already. If we go over to Lexus, you'll be able to see the old SC300 right there. Boom, done. Already got it, but it's in a different spec. It actually isn't a bad car to drive. It's actually quite nice. But I don't know if we have the same customization options available that we do with the Lexus. So hopefully we have some more things with the Toyota version of this car. I don't know. Regardless, if you wanted to drive the Toyota instead of the Lexus, for whatever reason, you now can. You can drive the Soarer. It's also got a 1J in it as well. They're just throwing 1Js at us now, I guess. Does it sound the same? No, it sounds ass. I feel like this was probably the lowest effort one that they've done so far, because this car already exists in the game. They just kind of changed the badges over. But this is what we have. Anyway, let's talk about the actual update for a second, and then we'll come back to the Soarer and have a look at that. So with the festival playlist, as you can see, we only have a new car, and then we don't have the second car. And you're like, what is going on? What is the Horizon Backstage Pass? Here we still have the same ones, but back to the 90s now, of course, introduced the Soarer, the Mitsubishi FTO, which I'm actually looking forward to, because this is such a super rare and underrated car. This is like the rival to a Honda Integra back in the day, and I feel like everybody loved the Integra, and this FTO just didn't get a lot of love, which I think it should, because it's a super cool and quirky car. And again, it's still very, very similar to the Integra. It still had a dual overhead cam with the VVTi or whatever it is for Mitsubishi. It's MIVEC, isn't it? It's MIVEC for Mitsubishi. That's their variable valve timing, I'm pretty sure. Am I right in saying that? People can correct me in the comments below. Regardless, this is a really, really cool car, and I'm actually kind of happy that they've added it into the game. Then we have the Aston Martin Lagonda, which is a super weird and quirky and crazy car. I actually saw the modern version of this at Geneva when they introduced that. Anyway, super weird car, really, really weird. I can't wait to drive that boat. And then we also have the Subaru SVX. Again, super, super weird car to come out of Japan. Definitely looking forward to driving this as well. Really, really cool car. But the Horizon Backstage Pass now allows you to actually vote, or, sorry, not to vote. You can still vote for what's going to come in the future, but you can claim a car that has been added in the game before, but now, obviously, them re-releasing it just with the Backstage Pass. So you can pick whichever one you want. So if I go over to the Cars tab over here, and I click on the Horizon Backstage, you can see voting. You can vote for either left or right, which ones you want them to add back to the Backstage shop. So which ones would you want to see? I want to go with these ones. Why? No idea, but let's go for those ones. And then if we go to Backstage shop, you'll be able to see all of these cars that are here, and you can pick whichever one you want. Let's say it says one, it's one of them that you've missed out on, and it doesn't say owned underneath it. You can go ahead and pick one of these, and you can claim it. And that's pretty much it. That's all the way. That's pretty much all that this does. You just have more of an option to pick from your cars, and that is pretty much it. It's actually a very, very good idea. It's been in Forza Horizon 4 for a long time, and I did say that once they start releasing the Backstage Pass, they might not start releasing new cars anymore, and they just give this option, that's it. Hopefully, this is going to stay in the game for as long as possible, but yeah, you can also see I have one Backstage Pass already, and that's due to the fact that I'm pretty sure they gave it to a lot of people, but I got one for free. If I check my messages, it's not going to be there now, but if I was to check my messages for the first time, it'd be in the message center in gifts. I also tried to speak very quickly because I want to get through this as quick as possible, because I want to drive this car. Because we already know how the Backstage Pass works. You claim a car, and that's pretty much it. You get your Backstage Pass by getting 40 points. And that's pretty much it. There you go. Also, I'm trying to speak quickly, and I'm stuttering, and I'm destroying sentences. It's because I'm trying to get through that very, very quickly. It's not that hard to understand, but I still feel like it's needed to explain, because people are still going to get confused on how it works. The Soarer. I mean, it's nothing special. I like it. I mean, it's cool, but we've already had the SC in the game. Let's do stuff to it. I want to try and see if there's any customization options or anything that they've done to this car that is not available on the other car. So, I'm going to go to the other car real quick and have a look and see, because I haven't actually had a look to see what's available on this car. As you can see, there is some sort of a body kit on it, but I did end up obviously changing a bunch of stuff. So you have the Vertex kit, we have that, and then we have the Origin Lab kit, which all looks pretty good, pretty clean. And then I had to put the Forza wing on it because I'm pretty sure I built this thing for off-roading. I did. Or it's someone else's tune that they've built for off-roading, and apparently this was really, really good like that. So there you go. That's why this looks the way it does. We have that. We have this. Has a nicer exhaust, and we have the Origin Lab kit, which has square exhaust on it, which I don't really mind too much. But yeah, this is someone else's build, I'm pretty sure, that I'm on right now. And as you can see, even side skirts. Cool. That's all fine. That is all perfectly fine. What about the Toyota? The Toyota should have similar, if not better, since it's introduced later into the game, we should have better customization options. Am I right in saying that? I'm pretty sure both of them share everything. It's just the badge that's different. Okay. So we only have the Origin Lab kit. This was different though. This is not the same as the same Origin Lab that we had in the Lexus. To be honest, even if we had less stuff for this car, but it was different to the Lexus, I'm still up for that. As long as it's different to the Lexus and we don't have basically a copy-paste car in the game. Actually doesn't look that bad. The wing is actually much nicer on the Soarer than it is on the Lexus, so we'll take that. And then the Origin Lab kit. Yeah, this is so much nicer than the one that we had in the other car, where it's all just squared off. Slightly bigger side skirt. Hopefully we can get this thing to be really, really low. That's the one thing that a lot of the cars in this game just seem to suffer with, is how low we can actually get them. So I am going to be drifting this thing. So don't get it twisted, alright? Don't get it twisted. We are going to be sliding this thing about like it's a drift car. I mean, it's going to be a drift car. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm trying to look for a set of wheels that could actually suit this thing. It needs to be something that Japanese people put on their cars. So it needs to be something that has a little bit of offset, a little bit of dish. I think it's going to be in this section here. VSKFs. Should I put those on it? I'm joking. They're not in the game. Thank God they're not in the game, because I feel like we'll see them on every single car if they were in the game. Work wheels, though, would probably be the best wheels to put on this car. I feel like everybody's going to put the work wheels on this thing. Every single person. So I think something from down here could look really, really nice. I don't know if 5 spokes would suit this thing. These ones actually don't look that bad. These 6 spoke ones actually don't look that bad either. We're going to make these a little bit bigger. See, I don't know, man. Maybe something like this. VSTXs. TXs look kind of decent on this thing. They have to be a little bit bigger and the car needs to be a lot lower. And that crazy... Oh, the gold ones actually don't look that bad either. Now we'll go with the silver ones. We'll go with just the silver ones here. Wheel size, we go with 19s. 19s just seem a little bit big now, don't they? I wish that you could change the profile. I wish that you could just give the car smaller wheels. Because I want to keep this thing on like 18s, but just give it slightly slimmer wheels. Or at least give it stretch tires so it gives us the illusion that the wheels are slimmer. You know? Or the tires have less profile. We'll go with 19s just for now, just to see what they look like. Yeah, track width, definitely bring that out. I don't know if I want to bring it out to the max on the rear. I don't know if that's going to look good. I know it's going to get cambered and all that, but I don't know if that's going to look very good. They need to just tuck away. The front, yeah, because the front is going to get like... The front is going to get like tucked in really nicely with the extra camber. But other than that, not really. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure these are all the same engine options that we have available for the other car as well. Unless I'm probably mistaken, but I think it might be. Drift diff, I mean, it doesn't really matter there at all. Better brakes, of course. Drift suspension, how low does this actually get? That is the question here. Race suspension gets it very low. And then drift suspension gets it even lower. We like that. That's clean. Very, very clean. That looks really, really good. I wish that we could still change, like I said, the tire profile, because I think it'll look a little bit better, but fitment is spot on. That is on point. That is beautiful. I like that a lot. That is very, very clean. I put a cage in it. I kind of want to put a cage there just because it might look really, really sick. That fitment is perfect. Thank you, Forza. You finally done something right. We can obviously build this thing up. We'll see what sort of exhaust we're gonna slap on this thing. That's gonna be at the very end. What are we looking at? 1,000 horsepower. Should we actually give this thing 1,000 horsepower? I feel like the last time that we built a car with 1,000 horsepower all going to the rear wheels is just not a great idea. Maybe bring it down to about 900. I feel like 900 would be decent. And then cooling and all that just adds more power and more weight, and I don't really want that. So we might stop there. The street exhaust sounds infinitely better. This sounds like every other exhaust that's in Forza. This just sounds too quiet. It sounds good. But it's too quiet. Let's see what he pops. This was probably the best one, right? It still sounds like a Forza exhaust, but it sounds like it is the 1J that's in it, you know what I mean? I feel like some of the other ones just sound like completely different cars. Completely different engines, but this one actually does still sound like it's got a 1J in it. Okay, cool. Tune. We'll slap a tune up for this thing. And then we'll need to have a look at what design-wise we can change for this car. Alright then. Design and paints. Let's have a look at some of the paints that are available for this thing. Orange looks good. This looks really good actually on this thing. With silver wheels that actually really doesn't look bad at all. How about if we go over to the old... whoops. If we go over to the old designs. What have people made for this thing? This first one looks clean. I do like that first one. That is very, very nice. Damn. Some of these already look unreal. Hey, this is like mine. But on the Lexus. Some of these look really, really, really clean. I kind of want to try this one. This black one looks super, super clean. It's either that one or this very first one here. But this very first one, I feel like we need to change the wheels. Unless he's done a really good job with the wheels. And these ones look really good golden. But we'll have to see. I kind of want to have a look now. Because that design looks super clean, just in that thumbnail. Let's have a look at what it's like on the car. I mean, we'll get rid of it. It looks like shit, but I don't think it will. Honestly, really really clean looking. Yeah, I like it. It's just that I don't like the paint scheme. I feel like if this was a different paint scheme, it would look even better. The only reason why I don't like the paint scheme is because it's just very, like... I don't know. I just don't like it. I'm not a big fan of it. It's just a bit weird type of a paint scheme. But I do really like the design. I think the design is super, super sick. Where's the other guy's one? This one. I'm not a big fan of, like, slapping loads of, like, decals and stuff all over the car and loads of different patterns and shapes and stuff like that and writing on it, but for some of these guys, especially for drift cars, they actually do look super, super clean. That looks very, very good. That is super, super good. I'm probably not going to be understanding where this paint job comes from, and I feel like people will let me know. I mean, the website is right there, but I don't remember ever, like, looking this up or seeing it. But very, very cool. You are definitely going to need to put in a little bit more work, and actually, unless the design in real life is like that, which I highly, highly doubt it, but you might want to try and flip your stickers over to the other side, so they don't look backwards. Everything's backwards on this side. It just looks a bit stupid. Regardless, apart from that, even the Origin Lab, look, you have Origin Lab there, and then Origin Lab on the other side, just reversed. That's the only thing. Unless it's like that on the real car, which I doubt it, but it's just, unless it is, it just looks a bit dumb the way it's like backwards. I knew this thing with 1,000 horsepower is going to be a lot. Even now with 900 and something. I stretched my gears out. I gave it a good tune. How much angle can we actually hold with this thing? That's the question. Let's throw it in a little harder to see. I can still catch myself. Even more. I can do long corners. I mean, it takes a second for it to, like, oh. I feel like it has too much grip at some points. Or maybe 5th is just a bit too long. Maybe 4th is just the gear to go in. Okay, how much angle? More? No, I can still save it. It kind of pulls it a little bit. It kind of tries to spin me out at that point, but it's not too bad. Let's slide it down the mountain. It's been a few weeks since I've slid down this mountain, so let's try it out. See what it's like. I do really like the Lexus. The Lexus is super cool. I've drifted. I've done a really good build on it before, so I'm expecting this thing to be super similar to it. Obviously not the one that you saw in the Lexus now. That's some off-road build that I got. And I'm pretty sure that someone sent me that. Unless I did it for some sort of a championship or festival playlist type of vibe that I had to do. But for whatever reason I used that car, but I'm pretty sure I remember having a really good drift setup for that car. This is really nice to drive, by the way. I mean, it has the perfect recipe. Fat 6-cylinder in the front with tons of power. And rear engine. Or rear wheel drive. Jesus. Rear engine. Front engine. Rear wheel drive. It is just the perfect recipe. And it's super smooth to drive. I am a little bit used to sliding around in Kyrex though. So every now and then I'm trying to clutch kick this thing. I don't have the clutch on. And I probably should put it on because I feel like it might make a bit of a difference here, but every now and then I'm just pressing the button for the clutch and I'm just not clutch kicking it at all. But if I was to give this thing a rating for like the cleanliness of the slides, as in like how lovely and smooth they are, I'll give this a good 8, 8.5. I can be really accurate with it, which is a sign that the tune is good, but also that the car itself is just really just made for this. Will I... Oh, I got a new badge. Sick. What's the badge? What's this do? Drive 10 miles to the car. Let's get the paper clip. That's actually sick. That is very sick that they added that to the game. Because that is a Microsoft clip, isn't it? Yeah, anyway, let me put the drift cam on, because I feel like some people are going to start moaning at me in the comments. And where's the drift cam when you're drifting? It makes the game look better. That's what you guys sound like. Oh, there's the big angle. Oh, I'm not used to this. It's been a while. Jesus. I almost lost it there. Somehow the car came back. That was big angle though. Like massive angle. Okay. Careful now. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just feel so weird. I could probably make it so it changes directions a bit quicker, but the way I built this thing, I just made it so it's like really smooth. Oh my god, that angle that this thing can hold. Okay, get off the grass. It's really early in the morning as well. I'm getting really nasty as I'm speaking. Like my sinuses are getting more and more blocked up. If you get squeamish from the noise of like phlegm and stuff like that, I don't care. Oh yeah, much better. Much better. You can actually breathe again. It's a lovely car to drive. Super smooth. You can hold big angles as well with it. Like at first I was like, I don't know about the angle. Because it starts to like mess up and pull you kind of in a little bit as you're holding the big angle. But then it finds its footing again. Like it just corrects itself really nicely. But I think the whole setup, everything, power and weight and everything like that, and even the tire setup and everything just happened to align so nicely for this car. Because it is a super smooth drifting experience with it. There it is. There's it. See what I mean? Like, even when I spin out, I just don't fully spin out. I mean, that was a spin. That was I lost control of that. Like, that was too much. Some of the cars in the game do allow for even more angle, right? So it doesn't really matter how well or badly or whatever you tune your cars. If you go past that threshold, your car will start to lose it, right? Like, or you will start to lose control of your car. So it doesn't matter how good or bad your tune is. It's all about how much the car can actually handle, right? At some point, unless it's all-wheel drive and you're like pulling yourself out of corners with that front end, you will end up losing it. But this car is very difficult to push it way past that limit because the angle you can hold is pretty massive, and it's shown with this drift cam. Because I think if I was to drift it normally, I don't think I'd be pushing it this hard. But the drift cam really shows how much of an angle you can hit a hold with it. It is a super, super, super smooth driving experience. Genuinely a lovely car to drive. I don't really care about the points. I don't really care about any of that. I'm just sliding to enjoy the slide. And honestly, just for that, it is a lovely car to drive. It's probably going to be super, super similar to what the Lexus is. I just don't remember driving the Lexus because it's been a long time. That's pretty much it. Apart from that, like I said, this thing, absolutely lovely to drive. Yeah, give it a shot. Let me know what you think of the Soarer. Do you like it? Do you think it's a good idea for them to add this car to the game since we've already had the Lexus, or do you not? I kind of feel like it's a good idea. I don't know if they should be targeting it as a whole new car or anything like that, but it is definitely a good idea. Like, if someone in real life will have a Soarer instead of the Lexus, and they're just driving around the Lexus and they're like, oh, I wish my car was in the game like this. You know what I mean? Like, because I still have a car that I wish was in the game that I used to own, and I feel like a lot of people in the community really want the car in the game. Why is there no, like, GTIs in this game? We have, like, the older GTI, and that's pretty much it. We don't have a Mark 5 GTI, which is the one that I want in the game. We don't have a Mark 7 GTI, which I'm pretty sure, like, a bunch of other people want in the game. I know we have the R, right? And it's cool that we have the R, but the GTIs are different, man. The front-wheel drive platform, the lighter car altogether over the R, I feel like I want those in the game. Am I the only one that's like this? And the Mark 5 GTI, like I said, because I used to own one in the past, and I've loved it in video games before, like Need for Speed Most Wanted, unreal car, super, super fun car to drive. I absolutely loved it in those games. Even in Gran Turismo, I used to love playing with the Mark 5 GTI, and then I ended up owning one in real life, and I loved it in real life. It was just a little, like, lightweight little car that was just super, super fun to drive. And again, I kind of want the GTI in the game. I feel like it's different to the R. It's not the exact same thing. So if it was, you know, up to me, I would definitely bring some sort of GTIs in the game, even if it's the Mark 7 GTI, or I'm guessing even a Mark 8 at this point. But the Mark 8 GTI seems a bit too fat and too heavy for it to still be a GTI. But the slightly older ones, yeah, definitely. Anyway, enough about the GTI. I'm gonna get through the video. Thank you for watching, everybody. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, then of course subscribe as usual. This was the Toyota Soarer, and hopefully you guys understood what I was talking about earlier when I was talking about the backstage pass, because I feel like I waffled a bit. But yeah, Soarer, very sick. Super, super cool car. Try it out for yourselves and let me know what you think of it. But as a drift car, super, super smooth car. Very, very nice to experience. Yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys there. Goodbye.